Hi learners, I'm Teacher Jen. Welcome to another day of fun learning. Are you excited to learn more today? So grab your paper, pen, and your self-learning modules and let's start. At the end of this video lesson, you are expected to write a feature article. Let us see if how ready you are as we walk through with our lesson. Under what am I good at? Directions. Identify the types of feature stories given. Maths column A to column B. Number 1. It involves stories that focus more on men. Is it A. Interview, B. Informational features, C. Editorial, D. Personality sketch, E. Thread story, and F. Human interest. What is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is letter F. Human interest. Next, number 2. A type of feature story that focus on prominent people. Is it A. Interview, B. Informational features, C. Editorial, D. Personality sketch, E. Thread story, and F. Human interest. The correct answer is letter A. Interview. Number 3. It develops a total picture of the person. Is it A. Interview, B. Informational features, C. Editorial, D. Personality sketch, E. Thread story, and F. Human interest. The correct answer is letter D. Personality sketch. Number 4. This is a timely story. Is it A. Interview, B. Informational features, C. Editorial, D. Personality sketch, E. Thread story, and F. Human interest. The correct answer is letter E. Thread story. And number 5. Its basic purpose is to inform. Is it A. Interview, B. Informational features, C. Editorial, D. Personality sketch, E. Thread story, and F. Human interest. And the correct answer is letter B. Informational features. And now, let's proceed to our lesson. Tell something about the picture. What do you observe in the picture? Yes, you are correct. The boy is thinking of a story. Maybe he is planning to read or write a story or an article. In writing, find a compelling story. Read the news and talk to people to find interesting stories. Think about what phenomena are happening and how you can talk about them in a new and innovative way. Today, let us talk about writing feature article. When you read newspapers and magazines, you find articles that talk about an event or a person. The article is usually long and it gives some important details about the subject. It also has a title that draws the attention of readers and a picture to attract their interest. This kind of article is called a feature article. A feature article offers insights about people, places, things, or events that we encounter daily but to which we pay little attention. It exposes human emotions or feelings. It focuses on the most interesting, not necessarily the most important, and part of a story. It is a creative article that deals with real events, issues, and trends. However, unlike straight news articles, it emphasizes the people involved rather than on the facts of the news. We have basic elements of feature article. We have the title, byline, body or knob head, and the conclusion. The first basic elements of feature article is the title. This covers the whole idea of an article. It must catch the attention of the readers. It is also known the headline or head of the article. The second element is byline. It is the author's name that appears below the headline. This shows the author's name and sometimes his or her affiliation, if he or she is an in-house writer or a contributor. The byline can be below the headline or at the end of the article. We have the third basic elements of a feature article. This is the body or knob head. This presents the details of the article. It contains an introductory paragraph, or other paragraphs explain the topic of the article. This is the guts of the story. This is the presentation of details. This is the part where your target readers get what they want to read in your article. We have the fourth basic elements of feature article is the conclusion. It is the closing paragraph that summarizes the article with sense. Or simply, it summarizes your article and helps the reader remember the story. Make sure that you and your article the way you started and not just as if you just quickly stop writing. Let's try to read this article. The title is When Television Became Colorful by Linda Ruggieri. When television became colorful. Today, nearly all television programs are broadcast in color. If you turn on a baseball game, you can see that the grass on the field is green, or that the pitcher has a blue cap on. But when your grandparents were children, most people watching TV at home could not have seen any of those colors. Television programs were broadcast in black and white only. Television sets that could broadcast in color have been around for a long time. An engineer named John Logie Baird invented a colored TV set in the 1930s. But the picture on Baird's TV flickered and was not clear. Companies would not sell a TV that was not good quality. For many years, people worked to improve how color televisions work. Over time, companies found ways to make the picture clearer. The improvements also meant that a user could turn a dial to add just the right amount of color to the picture. By the late 1960s, many people were buying color televisions. Soon, most TV shows were being broadcast in color, and most people in the United States had color TV sets. Today, it is unusual to find any television show that is still broadcast in black and white. Now, the world of television is full of color. Now, what is the title of the article? The title of the article is When Television Became Colorful. It covers the whole idea of the feature article and is also catchy for the reader's eye. This is also known as the headline or the head of the article. Now, what is the byline of the article? The byline of the article is Linda Ruggieri, and it is written below the title or headline. This shows the author's name. The byline can also be written at the end of the article. By the way, what part of the article is the introduction? The first paragraph is the introduction. It leads to the readers into the story. How about the body of the article? The body of the article is from the second, third, and fourth paragraphs. Having got the readers hooked at the start, keep them reading. This is where the writer's skill in creating a logically progressed narrative comes into play. Each paragraph will move the story along and add the reader's information, embed facts into scenes, so that something new is revealed with each paragraph. And how about the conclusion of the article? Yes, the last paragraph is the conclusion of the article, where it was mentioned that nowadays, the world of television is full of color. You should have a satisfactory ending so that the reader understands the story has concluded. We have different qualities of a feature story. It must be descriptive and full of detail. Generally, should have a strong narrative line. Having a strong lead that grabs readers and makes them want to read on. Often depend on interviews with quotations from the persons involved, or this is optional. It combined with facts and opinion, with a focus on the human interest. Both educational, entertaining, with colorful detail as well as humor. Organized in a variety of ways. Example is chronologically narrative fashion. It's activity time. You can pause this video or you can refer to your self-learning module. Under what's more to do, directions. Analyze the basic elements of the sample article below. This will serve as your guide in writing a feature article. Before we proceed to the next activity, let us go over and remember the important idea you have gained from the lesson. Feature article is an article that deals with real events, issues, and trends. It places emphasis on people involved rather than on the facts of the news. In writing a feature article should explore a topic or issue of current importance, follows narrational conventions. We have example, there is a plot, complication, and conclusion, written in short paragraphs. Combine facts and opinions. Provide a perspective or angle about the topic or issue, and includes catchy features. And under How's My Target Now? Directions. Rearrange the jumbled paragraphs to form a feature article. Choose the correct order below. Then rewrite on a piece of paper. That's all for now, class. I hope you learned something new today. Goodbye and see you next time.